speaking of, spring cleaning shouldn't just be reserved for inside. In fact, it's a great time to get out into the yard and trim back a lot of the growth, cutting back the plants that have grown a little too big. Now, all those clippings that you're left with can then end up going straight back into the garden.
Cutting back plants is just as important as planting when maintaining a healthy garden. And while it's easy to get carried away with the pruning shears, it never fails that you're left with a big pile of yard debris.
It's really important that people if instead of blowing all their leaves and yard clippings into the street, turning that stuff into compost.
In the city and parish of Lafayette, though, that debris can be turned into something beneficial, not just for you, but for gardeners across the parish.
We take this material, it gets ground up in the tub grinder right there, and we turn it into compost that people could use in landscaping projects and gardening projects.
And recycling your yard waste through the city does more than just produce a good compost.
On average, our composting facility takes about 15% of our city's solid waste stream and removes that from going into the landfill.
It also keeps that debris out of the waterways.
The decomposition process actually uses up oxygen, and if it gets blown into the storm drains, that gets into the bayou and it absorbs valuable oxygen that fish and wildlife need in the water column.
Place the yard waste on the curb the same night that you take out the trash.
So you would want to put it separate at the curb. So you want to make sure that your recycle bin, your garbage can, and your yard waste pile are separated by at least 3 feet because the truck has to come in and pick that up.
And the pickup service is already included in your waste bill. The compost it makes goes right back to you at no cost, although there is a small fee for dropping off large trailers of yard debris.
If people come over here and drop off at the facility, it's $6 per cubic yard to drop off material, and that kind of averages out to about $24 for a 16-foot trailer.
So by simply letting the city recycle your yard waste, you're helping to give back to landscaping projects across Lafayette. In Lafayette, I'm Daniel Phillips, KTC TV3.
Now, this service is offered for residents of Lafayette and the unincorporated areas. For a full list of pickup instructions and hours of service, you can head over to the LCG website.